Woo! The sunrise, late nights, wishing that this would be over. Cold ice.
Right, I'm heading off home. I've done all the handover stuff I was meant to be doing today. And we've got Dylan over to stay for the night. So, I don't know what we're going to get up to. Perhaps take him to the park or something. And I've got an unboxing of a stabilised gimbal for the camera. So, I'll do that as well. Let's go.
9 to 5. Always thought that you'd be by my side.
Right, so I got hold of this. It's a gimbal for the camera, mainly because I walk with a limp, and as you've probably seen in some of the shots where we're walking, it kind of rocks really quite badly. So I thought I'd get this to stabilise out some of the footage. So let's open it up and see what's in here. Comes in a nice case. It's kind of a hard case. Not quite a hard case, but kind of a hard case. So let's have a look, see what we got. So we've got what looks like a cover on top. Let's pop that off. Let's see what we've got underneath. And there we have it. That looks like tripod, monopod type thing. The handle, the gimbal itself, some batteries, battery charger, and what's in the little box. Oh, these will be the command cables to go between the camera and the gimbal, so you can use the button on the gimbal to do shoots and stuff like that. Don't think they'll have one for the EOS M3, so probably don't need them. I'll have a look though. Let's see what we see. Alright, this is the grip. Oh, a little rubber cover on the top to protect the battery prongs. It's got a little joystick on it and 2 buttons. Oh, it's got like a threaded piece so you can put accessories on it. I'm not sure what that does. And a little button on the front. So, I'm not sure what that button on the side does. We'll have to find out. And that's where the batteries go. 18650 batteries. So they're easy enough to get hold of and replace and buy spares for, so you've not got to worry. You get 2 sets of batteries, so you can charge one, keep one. They reckon about 6 hours battery life per set of batteries. Oh, that's quite tight. I'm not sure how accurate that is. We'll have to find out, I suppose. It actually gets quite heavy after you put the batteries in. And then we have a little tripod type thing. It's just using a standard screw, so you could probably put whatever tripod, monopod, whatever you like on the bottom of it. I don't suppose it would matter. Oh, that's quite cool. So you can adjust how flat to the ground you make it. So if you twist that, it goes all the way to the ground. If you twist it half a twist, it makes it taller, so it stands higher off the floor. Don't know how useful that would be to hold, but I suppose we'll find out. And now for the gimbal itself. Oh, wow. That actually weighs a lot more than I thought it would. It's got another little rubber foot to protect the connection pins. Line it up. and screw it on. That's obviously to stop it swinging around while it's in the bag. And there we have it. It sits kind of, how does it sit? Oh, sits kind of like that. So the camera goes on here, and that's out of the way lower so you can still see the screen. That's quite cool. Let's turn it on and see what it does. Oh, that's quite cool. So obviously there's no camera on it at the minute. So, but yeah, it's holding it kind of steady. I won't do that anymore because I don't want to wear out the motors. But yeah, now when you, after looking at some videos and stuff, when you're balancing these things, you have to make sure the camera is fairly well balanced on the gimbal before you even start, because if it's not, then it tends to struggle to maintain its balance. And obviously if it's got to hold one of the motors under load at all times, it's just going to make it very difficult for the motors to keep that up for any length of time, and you'll end up burning out the motors. So you probably don't want to put it onto the system unbalanced. I'll get my power shot and we'll balance it up with power shot, because I'm obviously shooting on the Canon at the minute, the EOS, so we can't balance that one, but I can balance the power shot on it, so we'll see what that's like. Take off the foot plate for the Gorilla Pod. Right, let's take the plate out. Right, so you've just got a little foot plate, and this needs to go front to back. So it's got to go onto the camera long ways. They offer an amount of adjustment on the plate as well to allow you to put the camera in the centre, but I'm not sure where this one needs to go, so we'll just put it somewhere in the middle and see how far we get. Right, plumb it on. Probably want to take the strap off, but I'm not going to do that for now. And there you see how unbalanced it actually is. So we've now got to work out where we need to put the camera in relation to all of the axes. Oh, that's quite good, to get it balanced. And it's obviously tipping forward, so there we go, that's pretty close. Tighten that up, and there we go. Even not turned on, it's fairly well balanced, so it kind of comes back to where it should be. I wonder if we can put them through there to keep them out of the way. That'll do. Right, so it's fairly well balanced. Let's turn it on, see how it goes. Hey, and there we go. So now you can use the thumbstick to move left and right and pitch it up. Even all the way over. That's pretty good. You should be able to do a roll on it as well. I'm not quite sure how to do that, so perhaps have to look in the manual for that. Maybe, no. There's different modes. Oh, there you go, there's roll. And it'll that's actually quite cool. It's very smooth, and it has a selfie mode. So 3 clicks on the control button turns the camera around so it comes into selfie mode, and you can kind of do the vlog thing. And then 5, I don't know what that does. That's made it very loose and no control. Well, 1 button sets it back to its default. And I think on its default it's kind of just pretty much locked in place. Oh, can't have that because, as you can see there, the camera is actually bumping into its own frame, so we need to balance it a bit different. Because that won't be much use. Oh, there we go. And you can even do things like running and gunning upside down. You know those shots where you see people following people's feet and things like that? That you can do holding it upside down, and it, even when moving around, it stays pretty stable. So, like I say, we've got Dylan over today. We'll probably take him out, take the dog for a walk and take him out. So I might balance the EOS on this, see how easy that is to do. And then we can take him out, and I'll take this out for a test run. Hey, and there we go. And that's the EOS balanced on it. Does it look smoothie? Ooh. Yep, seems to work quite well. There was people online saying the tripod's not very secure, but in its slightly risen form it seems fairly good. I mean, it wouldn't hold up to massive winds, but the little vibrations and stuff that you give it, the gimbal takes out most of the movement anyway, so it's not really a big issue. Yep. And it seems to work quite well. Right, let's see how this works out in the real world. Let's see whether it stays nice and smooth or not. Whoa! I've still got to work out how to make it move with you. That's not great. So if you move, like, try to turn left and right, it just tracks where it was. This may take a little bit of practice, but hey, that's what it's all about, I suppose. We're getting there. Could be worse. But yeah, I think this is going to take a little bit of practice of working out exactly what needs to happen where. Whoa. Let the camera come back into balance. Well, take some practice and some upper body strength, because it actually weighs quite a lot, especially when you've got it out at any sort of distance, but it seems to work quite well. It moves really smoothly, seems to keep you in focus. Camera's dual pixel autofocus does quite well on this sort of thing for focusing. It's one of the big benefits of having the Canons. Right, okay, we'll take it out, we'll do a bit more practicing and see if we can get it working properly and working as I expect it to. It's a bit like the drone though, so when you're flying the drone back towards you, obviously left is right, right is left, forwards is backwards, backwards is forwards. It's the same on this, but it's not quite so natural because it's not on two thumbsticks. So we'll see how it gets along.
I want that.
You want that?
Yeah.
No, you can't have the microphone. Is it fuzzy?
Me.
Oh, it's fuzzy microphone.
Yeah. For the microphone.
Yeah.